The iPad operating system includes a very useful clock app. I've put mine down here on the dock of my iPad so I can easily get to it during this video. I'd also like to take a minute to review an alternative timer app that's useful for teachers called Timer Plus. So I'm going to show you both of those in this short video. I'll start with the operating system's built-in app called Clock. When you open the clock, you'll notice across the bottom of the clock there are four different options. There is a world clock, there is an alarm clock, there is a stopwatch, a lot of good useful classroom applications to the stopwatch, and then there is the timer. Again, useful applications. Teachers use timers a lot in their classrooms. Just wanted to remind you about this. It is a easy to use, intuitive app, and it's just one we sometimes forget that might have a classroom application other than just displaying the time. I am going to close this app though right now and show you another alternative timer app that I think as a classroom teacher I might have found more useful, and that's the app called Timer Plus. When Timer Plus opens, you notice near the top a plus sign and then the lightning bolt sign. There is a pretty clean interface. When you click the plus sign, you're presented with a new timer options. You can add the timer name, so I could give this a group name if I wanted to, or I could name it by the number of minutes or whatever I wanted to name it there. I'm just going to name mine group 2 since I already had a group 1. And then I can decide how many minutes with this little scrolling minutes or seconds. So let's say that I'm going to show you just so you can hear what it sounds like. I'm going to set mine for 0 minutes and 5 seconds so you can hear what one sounds like once it's been started. Then I'm going to save it. Now I'm going to make sure that the volume is up on my iPad so you can hear, and I'm going to come down and I'm going to click start here so you can see what happens when I've got one started. I am going to say don't allow to that. I have the options to give another minute, or I can say okay, and you'll notice that my timer has started. There are a few other features to think about with this. You can turn on more than one timer at a time. And so you can have several timers going for several groups of students in your classroom if you needed to. Or this could be timers that are reminding you about things that need to happen during certain points in the day. Certain times that students might need to get special services, or times that you need to be reminded to give students a reminder about meds they need to take, or a time that you and your class need to change to a different location for some reason or something like that. Each of the timers is individual. You can have different sounds for different timers. So it's worth looking at and taking a look at. I will warn you, you'll notice across the bottom there is an ad exhibiting down across the bottom of this app. It is a free app, but it is ad supported. So you do occasionally get some pop-up ads, but I've never seen one in this app that would be what I would call school inappropriate. So hopefully you'll find some use in those two apps. Remember, the first one we showed you was just the Clock app that's built into the iPad's operating system. The other was Timer Plus. It's the word timer with the symbol for addition right next to it if you search for it in the App Store.